Jack, why don't we talk a little bit about what you're seeing just with the technical levels in the market. There's a lot of concern out there with the futures showing almost another, I guess a little less than 100 points right now, but you're talking about seriously close to some 11-year lows.
No, Becky, we took out some very critical levels over the course of the last few days, and the question is whether we're going to see an acceleration down to those November lows. More importantly, what really is happening here is that we're seeing a repricing of earnings. Remember, and what Steve said is so very accurate. Remember, when you see wholesale prices go up and you see consumer prices not going up quite as much, operating margins will shrink. So not only do we have this pressure, the external pressure, the credit crunch, the ancillary effects of the credit crunch, but now you've got pressure on operating margins because of the fundamental data that's coming out. So all of that is really going to play havoc with pricing. We're seeing it right now. You're looking at people that are looking at maybe a $53 to $55 earning for the 09 period for the S&P, and now that's starting to drift into 2010. So if that's the case, remember, the market goes up on expectations or down on expectations, and you're starting to feel as if that appetite for risk is going to take a while before it returns. It's, again, what Mr. Langone was saying, it's going to take a while. This is not going to be instant gratification.
Jack, I just wonder, we can debate this plan up and down on the housing plan. There is one inexorable positive here, which is that we now know what the plan is. There is no uncertainty regarding what the plan will be from the Obama administration. I think we put two things behind us. One is stimulus. That uncertainty is gone. The other is the housing plan. That uncertainty is gone. One major uncertainty out there, which is the banking plan. When that's behind us, then you can go about the business, I think, correctly of pricing risk here.
Well, Steve, you've had two of those three plans come out, and the market has reacted negatively to both of those. So it's telling you something.
I agree.
And right, quite frankly, Rick's rant yesterday was right on target. He was voicing the frustrations with all of us. I feel like a sucker. I feel like a sucker for not taking unnecessary risk the last couple of years. All right, and now it's being rewarded.
I've been thinking about this, but could you not say the market sell-off was as much a reaction to the idea that maybe the plan was too small, too timid, not bold enough?
No, this market sold off, quite frankly, because it did not like the plan, period.
The bank sold off hard, but the bank sold off hard, Jack.
But you had a technology sell-off. Remember, technology had a harder sell-off than the financial sector yesterday. Remember, look, the bottom line is this. The banking sector is the heart blood of capitalism. Unless it gets healthy, the rest of the sectors are going to spin their wheels, and we're not finding solutions for that yet. We're not finding, and you've got the biggest partner in the world right now is government. They are there supposedly as our safety net. They are there as our partner, and yet we're seeing anti-business rhetoric coming out. You're seeing a cap put on these financial institutions. How are they going to attract good talent? That's our tax dollars at work. Why do you want second-rate talent taking care of those tax dollars? I don't get it. So you're going to have the high-priced talent go to the PIMCOs of the world. All right, Mohammed Al-Aryan's going to have a field day because he's going to have the best talent in the world to pick from and be able to pay him anything he wants. Yet the bank that's got my tax dollars is going to have somebody who can't get that job. Just think about that for a second.
Rick?
I'll tell you what Jack brings up, and I'm not going to weigh in. You listen, if they're on taxpayer dollars, I can understand the anxiety. But these are the unintended consequences. The government is ill-equipped to be running banks, to be trying to do so much logistically with mortgages. These are complicated issues. I think we need to figure out a way to get private placement, private dollars in there more, get the vultures in, let young people who can't afford houses 2 years ago or 3 years ago, let them come into the marketplace. The government's heart's in the right place, but their presence sometimes prevents healing.
All right, Rick, Jack, Steve.
I just want to say one thing, Becky, that one of the things in this plan that Rick has railed so much about, the idea of market incentives to help people pay their mortgages, came from a guy in the administration from the University of Chicago, the free market school, University of Chicago. Rick.
All right. Brings up a valid point about tax dollars being spent, though, guys. And we have someone right now who is an expert on some of the feelings right there. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you very much.